Hi Noteboard Gamers and welcome back to Noteboard Gaming. I'm your host, I'm Mark. Now in today's video we're going to be doing an unboxing and a look at the components in the wonderful Luthier here from Paverson Games, designed by Dave Beck and Paverson with the artwork by the fantastic Vincent Dutray. This is the deluxe edition as well, so there's some spangly bits in here. I also have a promo pack as well. So the game is currently being shipped out to backers. Dave Beck from Paverson Games managed to get some copies for UKGE just as it was going out to backers, managed to get a container over there, and people at UK Games Expo were able to pick up their copy, and that's where I got my copy from. Now if you remember, about a year or so ago I previewed Luthier. Got a t-shirt. I previewed Luthier and it's, you know, I loved it at the time. Obviously Paverson Games are very much known for Distilled. We've got Luthier here, we got their, is it Class of 89, their new one that's coming out, plus another one that is going to be launched at some point next year, a Japanese themed one. So Dave from Paverson Games, he's on a bit of a roll now, and of course he's got the expansion, the Cocktails expansion to Distilled coming out as well, which looks utterly fantastic. However, we're here about Luthier, so this is going to be, say, an unboxing and a look at the components in the deluxe version, as well as looking at the promo cards as well for Luthier, where you are going to make your instruments, you're going to repair instruments, you're going to get songs, you are going to fill an orchestra pit. There's blind bidding involved as well. It's a wonderful, it takes up a lot of table space as well, but it's a wonderful, wonderful game. Now there are other things that you can get for Luthier. So they have like a musical dice box where you throw the dice tower, where you put the dice in and it goes blinky blinky plonk. There's a play mat and some other components that you can get for it, but you know, the deluxe is, you can get the retail version obviously, and then the deluxe, which has got some more blinged out components in it for Luthier. However, without much further ado, let's drop you down to the table. I'll open up Luthier. It's been sat here for the last kind of 10 days since I got back from UK Games Expo, still in its wrapper, because I didn't have time to do a video, so I want to show you exactly what you get inside the deluxe version of Luthier from Paverson Games. Okay, so here you can see, still in the wrapper, so if there's any glare, it will come, will move away obviously when the wrapper is taken off. Luthier, the art of the instrument, the deluxe edition. So it's about nearly 2 handspans long for me. It's quite a deep box, but not massively deep. You can see from there. I will apologise, I have a plaster on my finger. I had a fingernail removed, so nobody will need to see that growing back. And I have the promo cards as well, which I will open at the back end of the video. So let's have a look on the back here. What does it say on the back? Well, it says, on the glare is going to get you there. It says, find true harmony through an authentic and original marriage of theme and mechanics, resulting in a rich gameplay experience that equally speaks to both the strategic gamer and the classical music lover. Luthier transports players to the height of classical music in Western Europe, where the art of the instrument was upheld equally by skilled craftspeople, noble patrons, virtuoso performers, and famous composers such as Bach, Mozart, and Beethoven. 1. Place workers with hidden skill levels. 2. Craft fine musical instruments. 3. Fulfill requests by famous patrons. It tells you here what the deluxe upgrade is. 65 metal coins, 175 screen printed wooden components, dual layered boards, 7-piece custom storage solution. So you can see that there, 1 to 4 players, age 14 plus, 90 to 150 minutes. So obviously there is a solo mode in here, and we'll have a look at that when we open it. So this has been waiting, as I say, for 10 days, still in its wrapper, still in its cellophane. Oh, I'm so looking forward to getting this to the table. In the coming weeks, I go on holiday next week, so I'm probably going to be, after I come back from holiday, before I can get back to the table. So I don't know if you can see that. It's got the kind of, the embossed, I won't say embossed, but the shiny on the instrument itself alongside the mat there. So that looks fantastic. Okay, and there we go. We have Luthier, the art of the instrument. Here's the rulebook. Okay, so I've obviously only seen the rulebook in its prototype form. And it tells us there's a beginner's guide. If it's your first time playing Luthier, we recommend pairing this book with a walkthrough detailed in the rehearsal booklet. So that's a really good thing. I wish more games did that, actually kind of walk you through a game or a couple of rounds. Details all the components there. Yeah, shows you the layout. How many pages is the book? The book is that's kind of index there, and thank yous. So end of game scoring. So 26 pages long. So it's, you know, it's a nice, in-depth enough, but lots of illustrations here in the rule book, showing you exactly how things are. Gives you the game overview and how the game ends there as well. resources tracked, personal goals, planning phase, gives you lots and lots of examples on how to do things, and before you know it, you'll be out there roughing instruments and making instruments. Here we go. There's Luthier playtesters and the Luthier soundtrack, list of thank yous, etc. So absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it's looking great, looking great. Right, then we have the deluxe edition exclusive content, double layer player boards or dual layer player boards, dual layer resolution board, performance tokens, custom player and resource trays, market cart tokens, award markers, repair tokens, family crest tokens, prestige point trackers, instrument tokens. Look at this, and it tells you where everything goes as well, which is great. You know, we always, when you get all these games that have lots of fancy kind of ways to pack them, it's always good to have how to repack in there. Then we've got the rehearsal here. Okay, so the rehearsal is going to be kind of, and it's also got the solo rules as well. So the rehearsal is going to be how to walking you through how to play it, and then we have the solo rules as well, which are going to be on page 21. And the solo rules are going to walk you through how to play the solo game, which is really, really, really good. I want to say, I know Richard Woods, and I think it was David Digby as well that did the solo for this, because David obviously did the solo for Distilled. But yeah, I'm pretty certain it's David Digby, and here we go. Richard Woods and David Digby did the solo, and their solo for Distilled was absolutely excellent. It played absolutely fantastic, so there we go. Right. Unless you have the illustrated instrument standees sold separately, leave this in the box to keep things snug. Don't have the illustrated instrument standees, I don't think. No. So this is, I think that they are a resource, an additional resource you can get. So the Deluxe has got lots. It doesn't have everything for it. Here we go. Okay, so that's a bit of packing that will go in there. Maybe I'll pick up the illustrated instrument standees. So we have, let's just open one of these, the 4-player colours. All right, so we have, here we go. These are your kind of tokens that we use. Nice thick wooden tokens here. You can see the red here. There's a 2, there's a 3. We'll not go through all the numbers and the various things that you can do to kind of increase your what you're doing. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 tokens per player, I believe. And we have 4 colours. We have red, we have grey, we have yellow, and we have blue. So that's those. We'll come back. No, we'll have a look at these now. Okay. So these are the player trays, and you're going to pack these player trays obviously and pack away each player's colour in there, but inside them for storage we have the resource cubes. So we have some white, we have some wood, and we have some in here, some kind of brass looking ones as well, metal looking ones as well there. So these are the various resources that you're going to get. I think you can again upgrade your resources for the game. These are the dice that you're going to roll, and there is also in there a little round marker. Look at the flame on the little round marker in there, but these are the dice you're going to roll at certain points. There's some more cubes there as well, but look at these little trays. They are in the shape of an instrument. Fantastic. Looks like a kind of guitar there, and as you would expect with luthier, because I believe a guitar maker is called a luthier, but it could be a general term for anybody that makes instruments. I'm not that clever. All right, so now we have some punch boards. So let me just grab the knife and the player and the main board as well, I think. So let me just grab the knife. I don't want to destroy anything. And let's have a look at what we got here. Okay. Oh no, they are the resource trays. These are the player trays here. Obviously they're color coded. Dumb cop. Right, okay. So let's have a look what we have here. We have the player board, which we'll come back to in a bit, which is that one there, I believe. Yep. And then these various bits. So first of all, we have I think these are your patrons that you're going to choose basically, and it gives you maybe the starting patrons or something like that. Yeah, it gives you, these are the starting patrons. So we have Giuseppe Graneri. Graneri was a luthier from Cremona in Italy. Can you read that? Is that, there we go. From Cremona in Italy. His highly coveted instruments are often referred to as del Jesus of Jesus, and they're the resources, and it tells you here that you're going to draw the top 3 repair cards and may complete one as normal. Return the others to the top or the bottom. And as you can see, each of the starting patrons that you have, might not be patrons, can't remember the name of them, has got their own kind of resources they're going to give you, and also some different abilities, as well as some history on there. We have some tiles here for blocking off if you're playing 1 to 2 players. Place this side facing down on the main board for 1 to 2 player games, and there we go. You can see that nice thick cardboard as well there in those. All right, so here we have, I think this is kind of market here that you're going to go to at various points in the game to get some stuff. This goes on the top of the board, and these are your kind of scoring tiles throughout the game. You'll randomize those and set them out, and we have some of these. I think that's is that first player token, and these things here as well. But I think there might be metal in there. No, that's not first player token. That is the first player token, because we have. Let's get it out. And I think you can get a wooden one of these as well if you were to upgrade. You can see we got a wonderful baton as a first player token. Fantastic. And more of these scoring tiles as well here, as well as these, and some point tiles as well. Right, let's have a look at what else we've got in here. Right, oh, metal coins. Here we go. Some nice weighty metal coins here. Oh, yes, these are nice. It's always weird, isn't it, that we spend money on metal coins when, you know, we've probably all got metal coins. But these are really nice. You can see they've got a picture of like a, somebody's going to kill me for this, but it looks to me like a French horn on one side. Somebody's going to tell me it's not a French horn, it's something else. And the 5 on that side. And then we have here, oh, the 10s. Look at these. Look at these bad boys. 1 second. So we have some 10s here as well. They have a piano. I'm hoping it's piano. It looks like a grand piano, so I'm hoping it's a piano, yeah? If somebody tells me it's a harpsichord or whatever, then I will be duly kind of castigated at that point. So these are the player trays, as I say, that your player tokens are going to go in. So we saw the red there, and you can see that they've got various wooden screen prints on there as well. So here's your little card that goes to mark it for you. We got these tokens, which I believe are going to go in the orchestra pit. These are your scoring tokens. You're here. You've got stuff that's going to go in the orchestra pit and various places. And here we go. You can see, oh, these will go in the orchestra pit. When you create an instrument and you do the right thing, you can put them in the orchestra and fill the orchestra and score points from there. And we've got a number of those that are going to go for me in the orchestra pit as the red player. And that's the wooden tokens there. Okay, so we got red, blue, grey, and yellow. All right, what have we got under here though? Oh my God. Okay, so we have our dual layered player boards. Here we go. And yeah, on the back, I believe that is for, I want to say solo. Yeah, that's for solo. So the solo is printed on the back of each one. So you can choose whatever colour you want. These are nice dual layered ones, okay? So you're going to put cards in there. You can put instruments above. This is where you can put some of your bidding tokens to bid on here. This is where your starting patron, I'm going to call it, is going to be. And this is how you get your scoring markers out. And you've got various places here where you create and you rough your instruments basically before sending them out. I say it's a good 12 months since I last played this, so you will forgive me if I get some of the terminology wrong. Okay, here we have your bidding board or your resolution board, and again this is dual layer in the deluxe edition. This is where you're going to blind bid, put your stuff down there, then flip it over, and that's going to dictate who goes what, where, and when. We got more metal coins. Okay, here we go, metal coins. And there we go, we've got wands. And what have they got on them? They've got, oh God, is it a cello? It's got, I'm presuming it's got a bow on there, so it looks like a form of cello. Again, somebody's going to tell me it's exactly the wrong thing because my musical knowledge is poor, or my musical instrument knowledge is poor, and they'll tell me it's the wrong thing. Now, I don't know if you can see in here, we've got spaces for where various things are going to go. We saw the kind of scoring tiles for the game. That's going to go there. We saw where the starting instrument makers are going to go. They're going to go in there, and various other bits as well. That's where the little That's where the little violin that we saw is going to go, and here you can see where the place for the baton as a scoring marker. Okay, we have player aids. Always welcome player aids. There's a particular publisher, not Paverson, doesn't make games like this, but they never put player aids in, and it's an absolute nightmare. So we have the solo one, and then we have the individual player aids for each colour there. So we have 1, 2, 3 and 4. And then we have how to do endgame scoring and an icon glossary as well. One for each player, which is really good. And then we have the solo and player aid and the location priorities as well. So you're never going to be stuck for once you get the solo rules down. Okay, now we're going to move into the cards themselves. Oh, God. Right, obviously we won't go through each and every card. But let's see what's here. So this is the various instruments. Okay, there we go. So there's various things here. Level 1, 2 and 3 instruments, and we have some patrons there. So we'll come back to the patrons in a bit. So you can see here it's got the various costs on the card. What you need for making, what you need for roughing it. So you're going to move it from one side to the other. How much it's going to score you, and it gives you the ability to then put something in the orchestra pit. So we have violins. We have violas. We have a Baroque guitar or Baroque guitar. We have a lute. We have a cello. Maybe it was a cello. We have a double bass. We have a hurdy-gurdy, brilliant. A harp, theorbo, a transverse flute, a clarinet, an oboe. Oops, dropped an oboe. A natural trumpet, a bassoon, a natural horn. A serpent, a contrabasson. No idea what a contrabasson is. Some kind of bassoon. Oh, sorry, a contrabassoon. Obviously some kind of bassoon, but no idea what that is. A musette de coeur, a timpani, a harpsichord. It might be a harpsichord that's on that coin then. And a forte piano and a pipe organ as well. Let me just pick this card up that I dropped. I don't want to lose those. Okay, so they're the various kind of instruments there. Then we have some of your patrons here, and again we have A and B patrons here. Okay, so these are who you're going to try and create the instruments for and create songs for, etc. And they're going to give you ongoing abilities if you do it. We have a Pompadour, we have Frederick the Great, Waldstein, Zweiten, Ludwig II, Meck, Esterhazy, Leopold II, Medici. Pachelbel, Vivaldi, Haydn, Mozart, Chopin, Tchaikovsky, Bach, Handel, Beethoven, Schubert, and Mendelssohn as well. So those are the various patrons you can get. Let's have a look at these here. So, we've got some more patrons in here. We've got Brahms. I don't know if you know, there's a bit of rhyming slang there for you, which kind of ties in with Dave's previous game. Because I'm wondering if Liszt is in here, because if you are Brahms and Liszt in English rhyming slang or Cockney rhyming slang, I think it is, it means you're drunk. You are pissed, basically. So let's see if we can get Brahms and Liszt out of here. Oh. So there we go. We have Brahms, Caccini, Jacques de la Guerre, Paganini, Lombardini, Wieniawski, Schumann, Tartini, that sounds like a bloody pasta dish, Martinez, Ferren, Emperor Joseph II, Emperor Joseph II, Emperor Joseph II, King Louis XIV, King Louis XIV, King Louis XIV, Queen Victoria, and Queen Victoria. Okay, now I believe these are, this is how you're going to seed the, how you're going to seed the orchestra for the solo game. I believe, I say it's been a good 12 months since I last played it, but you're going to use these cards to potentially seed the orchestra for the solo player. So, you know, it starts quite aggressively for you. And here we go, we've got this here. So here we have, I think these are, I could be wrong. I think we've got quite a few in here. Okay, so these are the solo cards. They're basically going to dictate what the solo bot does on their actions. Okay, so you're going to use those cards for the solo. So we'll put those away just there. Okay, then we have some, like these are like, I want to say endgame scoring maybe, like secret objective cards. Okay, so that's what those are. I believe, I could be wrong. Let's move that out of there, put that in there. There's a place for everything and everything in its place. Okay. They've got the solo icon on the back, I believe. So we have London, Paris, Naples, Venice, Vienna, Cremona, Prague, and Versailles. Okay. Don't know what those are, but maybe they may be the solos objective cards. Don't know. Then we have. Let's look in here. Nice and easy. Okay, so these cards go into the market basically, and they give you the price of what the resources cost in the market, and that's going to change each time. I think each round the market's going to change there for you. So some prices will go up, some prices will go down. These are the various songs that you can earn, and you're going to roll the dice to get these songs, and they're going to be worth various things for you. I think those are just multipliers for resources there. So you've got ×3 and a ×5 on the back there. So little cards, so you don't have to have loads and loads of resources in what you're doing on your player mat. And the last pack of cards then. Okay. Here we go. Right. So here we have, there's certain, I can't remember how you get these cards, but there's certain, you have to do something, unlock certain parts to be able to get these cards, and they're going to give you various things. So I think they're ongoing here. So instead of completing either a guild location action, you may draw the top 3 cards of the instrument deck, keep 1 and discard 2. When revealed at the guild location, you get +2 to your bidding power on there. After completing any action, you may reset any one of your patron cubes, and there's quite a few of those cards there. And I think you unlock those cards. And I want to say these are your roughing cards as well, so you've got to pay to rough instruments, I believe. Or they could be repair. They could be repair cards, those. They may be repairing, so you repair or rough the instrument there. I can't remember which one it is, but there's a number of those cards there. So that's kind of everything that you get in the deluxe version of the game. However, what we've not done is had a look at this wonderful, wonderful wonderful board. So there's the board set out on the table there. We're going to add certain things to the board, and I've just got to find it in this wealth of cardboard punches and tokens that I've got here. So as I mentioned, there are a number of scoring tiles that are going to go at the top of the board. So I think it's going to go like something like this, basically. I think you may have 2 up there. I could be wrong. 1 there, 1 there, maybe 1 there and 1 there. I don't know. And there we go. 1 there and 1 there. Okay, I know this is probably wrong, but just bear with me. It's just to give you an overview on what the board looks like. This is going to go at the top of the board, as you can see the dome up there, which looks utterly wonderful. And then down at the bottom of the board, down here, we are going to have the market just down there. So that kind of gives you an indication on what the board looks as it's all spread out there. I say you can get a play mat, which has got all this on it. It's quite, it's going to take up quite a bit of table space. I think with 4 players, you're going to need a fairly decent sized table, but sit here, here, and here. But yeah, it looks absolutely glorious. The artwork by Vincent Dutray is absolutely wonderful. And yeah, I can't wait, although I'll be playing it solo, mainly. I will be playing it multiplayer as well, but I'll be mainly playing it solo. Even when I play it solo, I'm going to use the baton because I can and because I have a baton. There we go. Perfect. And that's everything that you get, everything that you get in the deluxe version of Luthier from Paverson Games. And there we go, that's everything that you get for Luthier in the deluxe version of the game from Paverson Games. Now, as I say, you can go extra, you can buy more stuff, more metal tokens, more resources, you can get the actual instrument standees as well. Yeah, which look absolutely fantastic. So there's more, and you can get the Plinky Plonky dice tower as well that you can use in the game itself. Look, I say it's a good 12 months since I last played Luthier, but I know I really enjoyed it. I played it a few times at multiplayer, and I also played it a number of times solo. And I think it was pretty much in the finished version, in the version that I played. I originally played it some 2 odd years ago at UK Games Expo, and honestly, it looked like lines on a paper, basically. But now when we see the final Vincent Dutrait artwork and all the wonderful components for it, it looks absolutely fantastic. If you're getting the retail, I don't think you're missing out on any gameplay elements whatsoever. So if you're getting the bog standard version, then I don't believe you're missing out on any gameplay elements. So if that's your thing and you don't want to spend the extra for the deluxe, then by all means go and get the retail version. I think what I really like about Paverson is they come from relatively nowhere just a few years ago with Distilled, and Distilled came out, it was a big hit with people. There is more coming from Distilled with the Cocktails expansion, which kind of adds more depth to it, not necessarily complexity, but more depth to it, which looks really, really, really good. I had a good look at that at UKGE Expo. And we got Luthier, and we got the Class of 1989, I think it's called, or something, yeah, Class of 89, as well as the Japanese themed one. They came from nowhere and they were making really high quality games with a passion. Dave is obviously a passionate, he's certainly passionate about whiskey, hence Distilled. He's obviously passionate about music as well, hence we get to Luthier. You cannot make a game with this level of kind of intricacy and interconnected mechanisms without having the knowledge of what you're doing. So, I really got to applaud Dave coming from relatively, nowhere just a few years ago to now having two really well-regarded and high-quality games out there. And I say, I'm looking forward to diving into Luthier at some point in the next few weeks. It's one of the highlights of UKGE Expo that I came away with my copy of Luthier Deluxe. So there we go. That's everything you get in Luthier from Paverson Games, the Deluxe version. Yeah, artwork Vincent Dutrait. Also designed by Dave Beck and Abe Burson. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. The solo by Richard Wood and David Digby, and the solo is really, really, really good as well. I'm hoping to review this in the next couple of months. Holiday out of the way and some other stuff to do, but really, I'll give you a solo review in the next couple of months. But yeah, it's looking fantastic. So thank you very much for joining me on this journey through everything you get in the deluxe version of Luthier. My name's Mark. This is Not Board Gaming. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out our other videos. And one final thought: if you can't find anyone else to play with, then there's nothing wrong with playing with yourselves. Until next time. Avada Kedavra!